Hi, this is Keith Weaver with the Top Executive Strategy Podcast, where CEOs, COOs, and business owners share strategies for better success. This is 6 questions in 9 minutes because the best strategies are concise business advice. And so we're going to get right to it with our guest today. And in a few sentences, tell us who you are and what you do.
Yeah, thanks, Keith. My name is Billy Leggett. I'm the owner-operator of 361 Degrees. We're a construction management, consulting, and general contracting firm located here in Denver, Colorado.
Awesome. And been in business quite a bit and had quite a bit of success, it sounds like. So
Yeah, absolutely. Been in business 15 years in the industry, and I've operated this company for 7 years, and definitely growing fast.
Well, great. Well, congratulations on the success, and we look forward to hearing some of your insights.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So what's the best thing about being a business leader?
I think for me, one of the best things about being a business leader is that you get to align your team along a vision. That a lot of times when you're in employment positions, you don't necessarily have as much leeway to try to direct everyone with a strategic vision. So for me, just being a business leader, it's a real privilege. So it's an honor and a privilege to be able to identify a vision and then align our team with that vision. So.
And that takes being proactive, like you said, to align that team. That's constant work, and actually floats really well into the third question, which is I hear from other leaders that their people strategy can often be more challenging than their actual business strategy in running their business. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to me, the business strategy is kind of the easy piece of it. You can kind of follow a set of prescriptive paths with most business strategies, the way I see it. Kind of where the rubber hits the road is with people strategy. It's not always easy aligning people with a strategic vision. It's not always easy keeping your team motivated, keeping things enthusiastic, and then really directing your team towards your ultimate goals. So I think people strategy is really what being in a leadership position is all about. The business strategy for me, it's the easier piece of those two items. So.
Well said. All right. So question number 4. What strategy would you like to share with other business leaders today?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think if I was to pick one strategy that I think the last year has really illustrated to be vital for business success, it's developing adaptive skills. So I think a lot of times as business owners, when things are going good, we tend to focus on technical skills, which are very important. And that's how business runs smoothly. You need to make sure everybody's got the technical skills they need to operate when things are going smoothly. But when challenges arise, you really need to be able to focus on adaptive skills. And for me, that's a more esoteric set of skills that it's really about personal development. For me, adaptive skills could be things as simple as enthusiasm, realistic optimism, resilience, even something as esoteric as courage, right? So adaptive skills, when you're faced with challenging situations as a leader, I think that it's really important that you focus on providing those things for your team and then also encouraging the development of those items in your team. So we've got a few things that we've done at our company that even pre-COVID that really got us through this last year. One of the ceremonies that we've got is we issue challenge coins to team members who've really shown a lot of grit and determination when working through a challenging project. And these challenge coins, on what they say on them is the obstacle is the way. So that's a saying from the Emperor Marcus Aurelius. And it's a reminder that the challenges in front of us, that really the best path forward is to meet them head on. And that when you focus on just going right into those challenges, that's where those adaptive skills really come into play. And moving through those challenges and the growth that you need as a team, as an organization, really happens.
I really like that. And one of the things that it brought to mind is that you listed off that list of skills and everything, that all of those skills are things that you have to have before. You can't just all of a sudden, snap your fingers and have those. You have to develop those over a course of time so that you are prepared when that time comes to utilize those skills for that adaptive, changing directions, pivoting, different things like that. And the other aspect that came to mind was the idea that really all of those skills come down to really knowing yourself and having confidence in yourself to make those changes on the fly and like you said, confidence and other things. You have to really, one, know yourself, but be confident in yourself to make those things happen.
Yeah, absolutely, Keith. One of somebody I'll call a mentor, but he's probably well known to a lot of your listeners, is John Maxwell. John Maxwell, leadership authority, written, I don't know, some 90 books or something like that. But he says that the highest form of leadership is self-leadership. And I think that speaks to that really well, because developing those esoteric skills, it's really about looking inward and focusing inward. And it takes a deep level of insight, in my estimation, to really find that stuff in yourself and develop it in yourself over time.
Well, I think you've been a great example of not only developing that yourself, but like you said, developing it and promoting it in your team and in your employees with the what did you call them? Coins, badges? I can't remember.
Yeah. Challenge coins.
Coins. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, promoting that in your employees and your team, helping them develop their own leadership as well.
Yeah. And we've leaned on a lot of those skills that we developed in that process very heavily over the last year. And it's been important to us when things have been difficult. It's a reminder that, hey, the obstacle is the way. Like, this is the reality in front of us. What do we need to do to move through it? And every time we're faced with a challenge, big or small, we emerge on the other side of it with a sense of having grown in the process. And I think that's really important.
Very nice. That's really cool. Well, thanks for that advice and sharing that strategy. Question number 5, what other successful business owners, CEOs like yourself, would you like to maybe do a shout out to, or you think would be good on the podcast?
Sure, absolutely. O'Kelly Construction Group, Cody O'Kelly and his wife run O'Kelly Construction Group. He's somebody that we've worked with a lot over the years, and he's just a fantastic business leader and just an excellent construction consultant. Does some really impressive stuff with companies of all sizes, all across Colorado and even outside of Colorado as well. So that's one. And then maybe JJ Kinsfather with South Main Development Group. This is a group of developers that have really developed one of the more impressive developments I've seen in Colorado. It's very community oriented, incredibly beautiful. It's located in Buena Vista, Colorado. And it just showed a lot of a vision, and it's something they've put their heart into over many, many years and bring into fruition. And it's an ongoing process for them. So.
Well, that's the fun part. I think construction and development and the area that you're in is not only is it the technical side, but there really is an artistic and visionary side of things to make something happy and find that vision, but also, make something, like you said, a beautiful development and those kind of things. And so,
yeah, absolutely. Without a doubt.
So kind of a final fun question. Tell me about one of your favorite past bosses.
Sure. So I've been kind of a serial entrepreneur my whole life. So there's not really many jobs to choose from, to be quite honest. So, early days in college and high school, you had a few bosses. I think one that probably comes to mind is a general contractor I worked for in college. He was a Czechoslovakian immigrant who was just a real artisan. And he brought some of that kind of old school craftsmanship to the industry that you don't always get to see, in the modern day. And he was just a really enthusiastic, energetic guy. And I always just got a real kick out of how passionate he was about the artistic component of the carpentry he was doing. So it was really fun working for him for a couple summers while I was in college. So
it is fun to work with somebody that has that passion. It rubs off on everybody. It's kind of like a smile, it's contagious.
Right.
So.
Absolutely.
Well, it is great having you on, and appreciate hearing your strategies and the ways that you've been successful. Before we go, can you tell people how they might be able to connect with you?
Sure. Probably the easiest way is just to reach out on our website, which is 361builders.com, or you can reach out to me via email at bill@361builders.com. Also on LinkedIn under William H. Leggett. And that's really the best ways to get a hold of me.
Well, again, appreciate you being on. Great talking with you. And this is Keith Weaver with the Top Executive Strategy Podcast. And for more insights and to follow us, you can find us at Weaver Business Coaching. You can find us on LinkedIn. And of course, listen to us on your favorite podcast platform. And we wish you all the best success.
Thanks, Keith.